So here we have the American Blackbelly sheep. There's not very much info on YouTube about them, and I don't think that's necessarily because a lot of people don't have them, because I do see a lot of them around here in this area. One of the areas that seems they are very popular is in Texas as well. I'm in California, Central Valley. Usually dry, arid states is where you're going to see these guys right here. They resemble goats, but they are in fact a hair sheep. They're very cool, very nice. They've never really given me any kind of problem per se. The only problem they have is they're very skittish. I'm definitely working on, having these right here be comfortable around me, but it's been kind of a pain. And as you can see, the other ones are just over there, and they're not too convinced that I'm friendly. Also, this ewe on the left just lambed out a few days ago, so it's pretty cool. Have another ewe. Well, actually, it looks like a ewe, doesn't look like a ram. I haven't really got close enough to check, just because, again, they're very skittish. They remind me of deer, the way they are and the way they act. It's pretty crazy because when I move them from paddock to paddock, this 4-foot woven wire fence that I use all around the property for the Nigerian dwarves, it's nothing. They could jump right over it. The lambs could jump right over it, no problem. I threw a flake of alfalfa out there, actually a couple, because I got the bucks over here. Well, these two are wethers now, and he's a buck. I got to figure out what I'm going to do with him. And I think I'm going to, I think I'm going to run him probably with the ram once I get a ram. And I'm going to get these two guys to run with the does because they're weathered and they can't breed anymore. I think finally Ricky's nutsack fell off. Let me double check. Yep, it's gone, which is good. And I think Wishbone's old nutsack fell off too, which is good, which is definitely good. But anyway, that's the plan, that's the idea here. As you can see, these are probably the best looking animals out of the whole pack or out of the whole herd, because they just they're not skittish at all, and they just eat. They're comfortable around here, so that's why they're doing so much better than the other ones. And if you look at their neck, and they got that spot right there, it's not because they have some kind of parasite or external parasite or anything like that. They stick their head out through the wire, and I'll show you, and they graze all the fence line, so the wire rubs their neck, and you can see all the goats have it too. It's nothing. Moonshine here is brand new. He's only been here maybe a month or so, so he hasn't fully developed it, but as you can see, it's coming. Yeah, it's no big deal. They don't really develop anything because of it, so I'm not worried about it. Again, these guys right here, there's not very much info out on YouTube about them, but the reality is they are definitely more of a wild variety. They're very cute, they look cuddly, but that's not their demeanor at all. They are just definitely, they want to be left alone. These would be absolutely ideal if you have, oh look, another lamb came over. It's another ewe. And then we got the lamb over here. He's coming in for a snack. I think I just have to come out here every day while feeding them and just kind of talk, have them get used to me. Whoa, look at the horns on that one. I didn't even notice this guy had horns. I thought that was the ram. Wow. Well, you could definitely tell that these guys right here, they don't have any horns or anything. So these are our ewes, and that's our ram. That's crazy. I always thought that was the ram. I must have looked at him wrong when I sexed them. Boy, does he look good though. All right. Well, he's gonna be dinner, unfortunately, because he's related to all these guys. Not to them over there, but I don't want to, worry about genetics when I'm breeding. So I'm just gonna have one ram and all the ewes later. I don't want to worry about all that. Same thing with the goats. That's why I had to weather That's why Ricky had to get weathered, and Wishbone here had to get weathered. And we're keeping Moonshine as buck, so we don't have to weather him. But anyway, back to the sheep. I keep getting distracted. I'm sorry. That's just the way it rolls. I'm very new to them still, so it's kind of I really can't say much about them. I just know there's not very much information out there on YouTube about them, but that seems to be their demeanor overall. They don't really seem to warm up to people all that great. They're more of a wild variety, but also the meat represents that as well. Very lean and very mild. So we'll see in about another, I don't know, maybe 6 months. We'll see how the meat is on this guy right here. All right, that'll do it. Thanks for watching.